Are you looking for a podcast about cogs in the Star Wars machine?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh! Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
Being a cog in the Star Wars machine, did you watch that Mandalorian stuff yet?
Not yet. Have you?
Hell no.
Oh, man.
Hell no. We haven't done anything.
I want to, but I haven't, taken the time to sit down and actually do it.
Because I had theorized that they will be shorter episodes, and you had theorized they would be longer, and I still have not checked that.
I haven't either, so I'm curious to see who's right.
So I don't know. I don't know. It's just been a time.
It has been a time.
Since we last recorded.
So much happening in the world of news and,
life. I know, things have been wild. So I'm looking it up right now. So, didn't you say this Mandalorian thing was going to be 8 episodes?
That is what I heard.
Okay, so they're releasing them weekly like the old show. So like the real thing.
Are they?
Yeah, so there's only 2 shows out, and they are 30 minutes apiece. Blam.
Oh.
So, bite size.
I was thinking 44 at least.
Little bite size. It looked like it's going to be like, hey, you like the sound design? This one's about sound.
Nice.
Oh, you like this one? This one's about blah. So,
oh, you like Baby Yoda? We got a 65-minute episode on Baby Yoda.
Well, Baby Yoda was the thumbnail for episode 2, so...
Actually, his name is The Child. He has no relation to Yoda.
He's only from the species.
He just looks like a Baby Yoda. You can't call him Baby Yoda.
Well, I'm calling him Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not going to change that song to... So, the TikTok one, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda.
I have not heard this.
You've never heard that song?
No, you gotta send me a TikTok with that in it.
Oh my god, it's gonna be your jam. But so, it's just like that little mantra being sung like the entire time.
Okay.
Just like real low, and it's just Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, right?
Okay.
I'm not gonna change it to the child. Like that just sounds creepy.
All right.
I'm gonna keep it Baby Yoda. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm not about that.
Yeah, it's been a week at our household. We're getting our house painted.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's what you're doing with your Rona money, being an adult.
My COVID money, yeah. Decided to be an adult with it. It's a process. It's hard to choose.
Wait. Being an adult or getting your house painted?
All of it.
Okay.
It's just the whole thing, the entire business.
Can I correct this real quick?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought you said, "Can I correct this real quick?" I was like, "What are you going to correct?" Oh shit.
Oh no, I gotta correct this.
Let me correct this. That was a juicy one. I got spray everywhere.
Very fixed.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we're getting our house painted. It's UNT green, which I love very much.
I fucking knew it. Okay.
So the thing about it is that, man, I cracked that shit all over my screen. This is juicy La Croix. Holy shit. Let's just wipe my computer screen real quick.
What is the flavor so I can see if this makes sense?
It's juicy coconut.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
It's like, that coconut that Rafiki cracks or whatever that fucking fruit is that he busts open over Simba's head?
Yeah.
It's a lot like that. There's just stuff everywhere.
Wasn't that like a weird mango?
I don't know. What fruit is that Rafiki has?
I don't know.
Rafiki's mystery fruit. He just paws it apart and it's full of red dust. I have no fucking idea. Listeners, write in. But anyway, we're getting our house painted. So the guy, he was so fast with his turnaround time. We got an estimate on Thursday and I took a minute to call him back because I was like, maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. Called him back on Saturday and then he was like, I can come out today and get the money to start. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so he starts driving over and I was like, we don't have that much money. And he was like, okay, well, you can write a check. And I was like, okay, I don't have checks.
Oh,
and the bank is closed. So we had to wait for the bank to open and then he came and got the check later. But so I had to drive to the bank and get physical checks, which I haven't done maybe in the last 10 years of my life.
I mean, honestly, I probably don't have current checks either.
Like, I was digging through my sock drawer because that's where I keep my checks, is in the sock drawer. And I found checks from, like, our last address, and I was like, these aren't even right. That's my maiden name. So,
oh my god. Yep, can't use those.
Can't use those. And it's not even the right account number at this point. But, so, I got checks at the bank, which was an experience in itself because the COVID and all that, you know, I had to use the drive-thru, and they have cameras in the drive-thru now, which is exciting. I got to look at a human.
Okay.
And, so
got
the checks.
Wait. So wait, you got checks from, like, the tubes?
Yeah, so, like, the thing comes down in the magic tube, and then you, like, open the thing, and I was like, I need checks. And she was like, okay, put $3 in the thing. And I was like, I don't have money. That's why I need checks.
Oh, shit.
So
okay.
I had to get a withdrawal slip and fill one of those out for $3 to purchase 3 checks, and I sent that back up to the tube.
You can't just give your card to them and they can swipe it for $3 fucking dollars?
I put my card in the tube, and she was like, well, you have to withdraw it because you're getting checks. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, honey, but put the shit in the tube and I'll do whatever you want me to do.
So this is like buying a lottery ticket, money only, cash.
But you can
Cash
buy lottery
only.
tickets with debit card now.
Well, yeah, now, but, like, you used to not be able to.
It's like buying lottery tickets in the 90s.
God, okay.
So,
I'm learning this as well.
Yeah, it was a whole deal. I'm 30 years old, and I'm learning so many things every day.
God.
People say you learn so much from the year, like, the year that you're born, you learn the most, you know, from 0 to 1. I feel like as a 30-year-old, I'm learning so fucking much. Just so many things about life.
I feel like life kind of switched from, like, 29 to 30, and it's like, all right, you got to learn a lot right now.
I know, people look at you and you're like, oh, a 30-year-old, that's an adult. Nope, not in this brain. Ain't no adults up in here.
Oh my God. So, get the checks.
So I got the checks, and we had to, like, fill out the check to give to the guy, and I'm staring at this check, and I'm like, okay, I know you write the money amount here. So I write the money amount, and then I'm like, I don't know who to make it out to, so I'll just leave that part blank. And then I asked my husband, I was like, do we sign the front? Do both of us have to sign it? And then I was like, no, I think we sign the back. That's where I always sign the checks. You sign the back of things.
Oh, my God.
And, like, where do you date it? And what's this memo line for? And
you date it where it says date, Kelsey.
There's a lot of fields on this check,
God.
Robert. It's a lot. It's confusing. There's just so many things you can do with it. But we eventually got it figured out with the help of a Google Assistant. But, man.
Whoa, wait.
What?
Wait.
What?
Richard did not know how to do a check as well?
No, neither of us have ever had the need to write a check.
Oh, my God.
I'm not cutting checks in my day-to-day life. This isn't a thing I do.
Like, how much of a disparity is there between us both being 30 that I have had to do checks and you have not? This is weird.
You work in payroll.
I
It's
don't do
your job.
checks in payroll.
You don't? I thought you were, like,
No.
writing checks to the man or whatever.
No. We never write checks. And if we do, they just print. And
don't-
you're still not writing them.
Okay, well, maybe I should get a check printer.
I think I've just done the apartment game more than you have, because you have to really use a lot of checks doing apartments.
Last time I was living in an apartment, we used money orders, which are similar to checks in a way, if I remember correctly. I don't remember where I signed those. Probably on the back. I don't know.
Not the back. The back is if you are getting money from a check, not giving money away with the check.
That's when you be receiving.
Yes.
Okay.
When you're like, this is my check for me to have money, sign the back.
Got it. All right. I'll keep that in mind for the future, the next time I get a check.
If you ever get a check.
If I ever see a check in my life. Why isn't the world in digital currency at this point? I should be able to touch my wrist chip to somebody else's forehead and give them cash.
Like, no shit, that would be great.
Wouldn't it? God, just be booping people? Like, boop, there's your $2.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so you get the check handled.
Uh-huh.
And now you're going to get your house painted.
Now I'm getting the house painted. It's looking good. I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm going to send you a picture when it's done.
Good.
Yeah.
So then you'll be, like, all done. You've got the yard all figured out. Now you're going to have the house looking all good on top of that.
I know. We get the fucking solar panels. Like, our house, I got a picture in my phone today from Google. Like, it shows me my past pictures, you know. It's like 3 years ago, this is what your house looked like, because I took a picture of the house 3 years ago, and it showed me, and it was an entirely different house. I'm like, God damn, we really put a lot of money onto this thing.
Are you like the standout house on the street?
Yeah. Hell yeah, we are. We're the one with the yard full of cactuses. Everyone looks at us like, what the fuck?
Everyone else is all like, they don't even pay for electricity.
They're super jealous.
Fuck them. Yeah.
I was doing weeds the other day. I was pulling weeds in the front yard.
I was doing weeds.
I was doing weeds in the yard the other day, and a lady walked by, and she was like, I love your house. And she was just like exclaiming about how beautiful the house is. And she was like, and you know what? I really loved your Christmas lights. I loved them so much. I told the whole street everyone should be like this house. Thank you, strange lady.
So, strange lady that you've never even talked to, apparently, because you don't know her.
Yeah,
exactly. But she has told the entire fucking street about you. Like,
apparently, like, I guess it's somebody who lives on my street and is just carefully watching all the changes we've made over time. She's just like, I fucking love it. You go with those cactuses.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad that you're getting UNT green all over that house.
Thank you. You know what I'm loving in these pandemic times, which is an unusual phrase to say, but when you're on like a video call with your office mates and you get to see their houses and like all the stuff that they surround themselves with, that excites me.
Dude. So, I mean, I haven't had to do that. We've only done like audio calls.
Oh, really?
With people. Yeah, we don't really look at each other.
That's lonely.
I mean, that's how my job is anyway.
Okay.
I just kind of sit there to myself.
Yeah.
A lot of the, like, YouTube people that I watch, right? Like, they're all still doing their YouTubes, but, like, from home.
Yep.
And you can see, like, what they have in the background and stuff. And I'm like, man, like, some of these people have, like... Oh, I was even watching, like, a news clip. And so, like, there's newscasters that are doing news from home.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
And you can see, like, your anchor's, like, living room.
Yeah.
You know?
It's bizarre to me. You kind of, like... It puts a more human touch on these people that you're, like, not sure if they're human.
Yeah.
You know, the weatherman doesn't exactly look human, but now that I see him in the living room, it's like, oh, maybe he's not a robot.
But I will say, it was like the main anchor guy had like this really nice like living room. It was huge, and he had all the space behind him. And then the weatherman was like recording it sitting on his stairs. So it was quite a difference.
I hate the disparity. Like, so we're getting updates from our executives, and they send like videos and stuff of just, this is me in my living room. And I swear to God, so there's this one, the dude is literally, he's like, in my spare time, I like to work on my hobby airplane. And I'm like, oh, cool. He builds model airplanes. And then he like swings the camera around, and he's in a 3-car. I don't even know if I can call it a 3-car garage, because there's one
he's
car.
in a hangar.
There's one car in the garage, and then there's an airplane in the garage. And he's like, I'm just building this in my spare time. It's my hobby airplane, and I'm gonna, you know, fly it one day with my pilot's license. And like, buddy, this is so far. Your salary is so much.
Yeah.
The gap here is, you're so out of touch here. You're so, it upsets me in like words that I cannot form in my mouth.
So we have gotten nothing like that from my company.
Good, because it would just enrage you.
We just don't talk to each other. Like, we don't do that.
Really?
I'm really... There is no, like, camaraderie or anything where I am at.
That's so sad. Like, I deeply appreciate that we're getting to see, you know, that our executives have families. Like, there was this one dude who's like, I'm in my basement. These are my 4 kids. They're upstairs with with my wife, learning, because we do homeschool now.
We just call every day to go, okay, anybody got any problems? Nope, keep working. Like,
that's so sad.
That's what we do.
I hope that more companies strive to just have a better sense of togetherness.
Like a personal touch.
Yeah, like I feel like I know my coworkers. I mean, it's different for me because I've been working from home for like, 4 years now, so it's not unusual. But now that everyone else is doing it, it's funny because when it first started, it was like watching everybody else go through the 5 stages of grief that I had to go through when I moved home from work. Because like everything's so weird when you start, like you miss the office in a way, and you're like, I kind of miss seeing strangers that I don't like, and I don't know. There's a lot of bargaining and anger and denial and acceptance.
See, I'm totally fine working from home, but it's not like I interacted with a lot of people anyway.
Yeah.
Because I was always so busy just having to sit there. Like, it hasn't changed. It's just I get to be in my pajamas at home and be more comfortable.
Yeah, that's the nice part about it, right?
Yeah. Well, hopefully one day I will know what it is like to be part of a team like that.
Hopefully.
Well, speaking of out of touch people, I don't even know if this is out of touch. Have you heard that the owner of Amazon,
fucking
what's
Bezos,
his name? Jeff Bezos, he's set to become the world's first. Did you hear that?
Yes.
The first person ever in the history of time to have $1 trillion.
There's no adjectives to describe this man. He looks like a jelly bean that sunglasses got on. Like, I hate him so much with my whole being, floor to ceiling. I just don't understand how one person accumulates $1 trillion. That it takes.
And then here's the thing that bothers me. I know this happened like one time. This happened one time, but I've never let it go. So this guy can apparently accumulate $1 trillion, right?
Uh-huh.
But there was that time that all the checks bounced and he couldn't pay his employees because there wasn't money.
Yeah.
Where was that money then?
Where was it? Jelly bean Bezos.
We're gonna tag this story in there in case you
want to get
too,
fucking
see
mad.
This stuff. But I just wanted to read you one part of it. Basically, he already had like 146 billion, right?
Okay.
Like he had a bunch. And that was before all the COVID stuff. Now that COVID's going on and people only shop from home, he's making like crazy amounts more.
That drives me insane.
But this is the sentence that I want you to hear. It says, even in normal times, so this is pre-COVID, this is before COVID was a thing.
Uh-huh.
Even in normal times, Bezos is estimated to earn nearly $2,500 a second.
That's the worst human being. That's the worst you can do as a human right there.
Like, that is some people's monthly
amount
in a second, and that's a month for someone else.
Literally. Like, that's a month's pay right there. I don't get it. I don't understand how... I hate to go dark on this podcast because we try to keep it light, but I don't understand how the conditions in his warehouses are so trashy and so dangerous. Like, employees fucking die on the job, and they don't have proper health insurance.
From this thing that I watched one time, there's robots that this computer says, here's the item that I want, and it's programmed in like what bin it's in, and there's supposed to be these like robots that grab the items from the shelves and stuff. So what are the people doing that they're getting hurt?
I think that the robots are only in like half the warehouses, or maybe half the staff in the warehouses, so they're working alongside the humans, and you basically have to erase the robots and be like, I'm better than the robot, I swear, or else you're going to get fired. And their pay is not adequate, and they don't have PPE right now.
I did see that in a different article, they were like, well, he did give $1 million Australian to fight the forest fires there and stuff, right?
Literally pocket change. That is a penny to him.
Which is equivalent to $690,000 US. So he didn't even give him but $500,000 for us.
That is a drop in his big fat bucket.
I know. Like, why you do Australian dollars?
God, I hate
do
that.
US dollars and let it round up.
Right. Do $2 million Australian dollars. Do $1 billion Australian dollars. You can handle it. I don't know how people have that much money and not be chaotic good. Like, I would give so many homeless people homes just for free. Just like, here you go. Yeah. Here's a house.
Like, Bill Gates is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, he does give away a lot of money, but if you want to do like true chaotic good, Keanu Reeves.
We need to make like a millionaire billionaire alignment chart that's chaotic good, evil, and all that.
Oh my God, please. Because, like, Keanu Reeves, like, almost doesn't even have money to his name because all the money he makes, he gives away.
What a beautiful human.
Like, he doesn't even keep the money that he makes. He's like, well, I don't need it.
Because he's ethereal and timeless.
I know. You always complain about the mouse.
I know.
And how the mouse has all this money. Well, the mouse is not one person that has all the money. It's just his his corporation that has the money.
The conglomeration.
I just can't imagine one person having all that money and just being like, well, I'm just going to make more and not care.
Right. Why give a shit about human beings?
Like, I have not heard, he's donating, let's just say, $10 million to COVID-19 vaccine research, right?
Right.
He can do that.
He could do that real fast.
Say, hey, here's my normal amount of money that we make, right?
Yep.
Here's what we normally make. Anything over that is strictly due to COVID, we put back into it to try to eradicate it.
Yeah.
Like, it's now paying to kill itself.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be the way to do it. Like, you kidding me? That just makes sense.
I hate how easy online shopping is right now, too. Like, I love that online shopping is available, but there's still, I don't know, you could shop at Walmart and go do a pickup, I'm not saying that Walmart is innocent in all this, but shop at your local grocery. Like, the employees there are still working, and they still have to work through this.
We really haven't bought anything online in all this time.
I have, like, almost eliminated my online spending because I'm just afraid to buy stuff.
That we have more time and the ease to do it, and we're not doing it.
Yeah, I don't know why that is, Like, I'm saving so much money, but my lifestyle is not changing.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I would say the number one thing that is making the difference for me, one, it's probably steelbooks.
Yep.
Not buying steelbooks and not going out to eat as much.
Yeah, that's a big one for us.
I can't look at this guy anymore. He makes me mad.
Yeah, I gotta close this stupid jelly bean head.
Like, I don't even want $100,000 from him. Can he just pay off, like, the stuff that I'm in debt for, and then I'll be good?
Just pay off everyone's student loans, and we'll call it a day, Jeff Bezos.
Oh, man. Could you imagine if somebody that rich was just like, you know what? We're going to have a whole generation or, like, a whole, 5 years of people with no student loans and see what that does for the world.
Just see what it does. You know who would do that with $1 trillion? Keanu Reeves.
Because he's amazing.
I gotta stop talking about this.
No, wait. He's breathtaking. That's the one.
That's the one. You're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking.
Okay, I have to get away from Bezos, or I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Okay.
I have good news.
Okay.
So it regards the mouse. So So Disney Plus, the streaming service that we all know and love, they're getting a new friend on July 3rd. Hamilton, the musical.
Okay, I thought that was a musical.
Yeah, it's
but I don't know what that is.
It's about Alexander Hamilton, about America, etc.
Okay.
You know what's confusing to me?
What is confusing to you?
They're releasing it on July 3rd. The 3rd of July.
So that you are ready to watch it on July 4th.
Guess. I mean, yeah, all right. So it just gives you like a running start.
Yeah, so that, if you want to watch it at midnight, they already loaded it. It's
so
fine.
You can watch it on July 3rd so that you're ready for the sing-along party that you're going to have with yourself on July 4th.
Exactly, yes.
There we go. Yeah, I'm thrilled about that because I have a huge thing that I love to see. A big, what words am I trying to say? I am a big champion for bringing Broadway to the people, which I have another thing to say about this, but it's going to be over by the time this podcast comes out, sadly. But this coming weekend, also known as this past weekend for you listeners on Monday, on the 15th, 16th, and 17th, Cats is streaming for free on YouTube. The original Cats.
Okay.
I'm so excited about it. I might watch it 6 times.
But don't you have it?
No, I don't. I used to when I was a kid.
You really don't have Cats?
No, I really don't have Cats. I would love to have an original cut of that Cats.
I'm a little shocked.
Yeah. But are you Googling Cats right now?
Shut up.
I hear your keyboard.
Oh man,
indeed. So
this is a good thing to know. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
But I just love that Broadway is becoming more accessible to people. Like, what's his face? Lin-Manuel Miranda, who did Hamilton, he's also putting out a movie of his musical In the Heights, which I am absolutely stoked to see. I don't know when it's coming out or if they're going to do a streaming release for it now. Mm-hmm. But I think that Broadway is one of those things, like everyone says there's a big school of thought that's like you have to see Broadway in person. It doesn't compare when you watch it on the TV screen, but I would rather watch it on the TV screen than not at all, because I can't afford to go to New York on Broadway and see fucking any of the Kinky Boots or what have you.
Yeah, so I thought that this was a thing. I had just confirmed with Taylor. I, for some reason, thought that there was, like, a Broadway, like, streaming service type thing that
I really
maybe
wish there was.
Had been coming out.
Oh, they can call it Narrowway. Oh.
What?
Because it's not broad, it's narrow. It's coming straight to you.
Go away. Go away. Anyway.
I'm funny.
Yeah, because, like, we had been trying to see... so one time I got a call from the Dallas Musical Theater or whatever.
They called you up for your role?
Well, so we had gone before, and I guess I'd signed up for some newsletter thing.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
And so they called me, and they were like, hey, the new season's starting. Are you interested in knowing what we're going to have playing? And I was like, fuck yeah, what do you got? Right?
Uh-huh.
And they were having good shit.
Right?
Like, they were doing Little Mermaid was going to come.
Man.
And they were doing this one. And then the one that I was excited for was not a musical. It was just a play.
Okay.
Right? But they were like, but so here's the thing. We have our cast, but the cast comes out every night and draws the role that they're going to play.
What?
So every single person in the show has to know every single role because
Holy
they don't
shit.
know which one they're going to play.
That's
and
nuts.
I thought that was amazing sounding, right?
That's so cool.
I know. So they're like, are you interested? And I was like,
yeah.
This here sounds amazing. Yes, please. They're like, okay, so we can go ahead and do a season pass if you want. It's only like $10 billion.
I know. I totally
like,
looked into season passes before because I love live theater, musical or not. And I had this class in college that was like appreciation of theater. And so I got to see a ton of plays for free because it was included in the tuition for the course.
Yeah.
We saw like one a week for the summer, and it was the best summer. But I don't know. It's so expensive to go, and you have to go down there and pay for parking too because it's in the middle of Dallas, you know. So
then you got to do valet tip, all that good stuff.
Right. All that good stuff.
I got to tell you about my favorite theater experience that I had though.
Okay.
It was for Sweeney Todd.
Ooh.
So I was in college. We were studying Sweeney Todd in my theater class. The movie came out that same year, and the Colony High School, because I think I still knew some people that were in the theater group, they were also putting it on. It was the year of fucking Sweeney Todd, and it made me kind of hate it.
Oh, man.
But this production that I went to was in Dallas, and it's a musical, right?
Uh-huh.
Everybody in the show played their parts and also played instruments that made the music for the musical.
What? So they were like carrying a trombone around the stage?
Yes.
What?
like this guy would come out and he'd be doing his part and he'd have a big ass fucking cello and be like playing the like scene music that was going on the entire time too.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It was so cool.
Shouldn't everybody have access to this?
Yes. But the thing that I liked the most, they never looked at each other.
What?
So, like, the way they did it was they would look out into the crowd at all times, but they were having a conversation with each other, so it was implied they were looking face to face, but they were always looking directly at us. Every choice in it was really weird, and I loved everything about it.
Okay.
It was so cool. I thoroughly enjoyed that production as much as I was like, I can't fucking stand another Sweeney Todd thing.
Yeah.
But God, it was probably the best thing I've ever seen put on live like that before.
That's so cool.
But yeah, like, we should be able to have things like that.
Yeah. Have you heard the good news about the world of gaming right now?
I was about to say, did you know that we are currently in the summer game... Shit, I can't remember what it's called.
Is that what it's called? Summer game shit, what I can't remember?
Yeah. Summer Games Fest.
Summer Games Fest. Mr. Jeff Keighley's thing.
Yeah, so, well, E3's canceled.
Right. Rip.
No one's going there.
F in the chat.
And not every company wants to make their own, like, presentation like that to do a video like a Nintendo Direct or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So Jeff Keighley kind of went to everybody and said, hey, I want to put together, like, a summer-long thing of just game news and events. What do you guys think? And just people just drop feed stuff, and it's basically every day we're supposed to get, maybe not like a brand new game, but you're supposed to get something. Which actually, later this month, at the end of May, we're supposed to get a giant Xbox event. And then at the beginning of June, we're supposed to get a giant PlayStation 5 event.
This is so exciting for me. I'm so happy.
So we're actually getting, like, the E3 treatment for those two people, but that's about it.
But, like, all summer long, you got stuff to look forward to now.
So, there was one that happened a couple days ago. Did you hear about Tony Hawk?
I sure fucking did, so I'm super ready to talk about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Those two games are the fucking best.
They're amazing, and they... Like, when I see screenshots of it, I'm just like, oh, my childhood.
Dude, that's why I know Power Man 5000.
I'm so ready for this. So, they're fully remastering from the ground up, complete rebuild, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. They're expected to hit PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC all on September 4th for $39.
So, here's my thing, though, because actually, I watched the video... Okay, so first thing I thought was, fuck, this looks amazing.
Hell right? Yeah, it does. And it's cheap. It's $40 for 2 whole games.
Yeah. But second thing I thought, and I don't know how much you played Part 2. Did you ever really deal on the secret characters for Part 2?
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man's one of them.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be in it.
You don't think so?
No, because... He was in Tony Hawk 2 because the company that was making the Spider-Man games was making the Tony Hawk games. And they don't make Spider-Man games anymore.
I mean, they gotta put him in there.
So they would have to work out, like, a licensing agreement to, like, put him back in it.
Maybe it'll be like Spider-Man and they put a fake Spider-Man in there. Just
which
like off-red.
Which is a whole thing. Because, like, Tony Hawk's big thing is that it has good music.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I love the soundtrack.
They don't have every song back in this game.
Why not?
Because they have to license them again.
Oh, no!
Like, they have to go back to every single artist and repay to get all these songs back. And there's some of them that aren't back.
Okay, well, they have to have
most
Superman.
of the good ones are.
And
yes,
they gotta have Tony was a race car driver.
I don't know about that one.
Is it Tony? Jimmy?
No, Jerry.
Jerry
was a race car driver. I love that
Don't know
song.
any of the fucking words, but I love it.
So, I think they said they got 80% of the soundtrack back, and the first thing was, yes, Superman is in it.
Okay, good. Yes.
So, yes, that one is in it, yes.
All right.
But I'm stoked, but I got a question.
Okay.
Because I watched a video about it, and I was like, oh, fuck, that's right. This game came out before we had joysticks on controllers.
What?
Yeah, the PlayStation 1, when these came out, didn't have joysticks yet. We controlled this on a D-pad.
I don't remember that. Holy cow. What?
So it's like... So one of the big questions has been, how do we control it now? Because, of course, joysticks would be easier.
Yeah, we're going to control it better than ever.
Is it going to work the same? And I don't know.
I mean, so they're rebuilding it from the ground up, so I feel like it's going to be solid, right?
I would hope so.
I would hope so. Do you know what the feature that I'm most excited about?
I'm going to go ahead and guess it, but
okay.
I don't know why you would be.
What?
The Build-A-Course?
Yes, the Create a Park editor.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding? There's going to be
I've never done that stuff.
Wild shit on there. Like those Mario levels that you can play online where it's just like a billion flames everywhere,
Yeah.
It's going to be like that, but with grinding.
So are you going to make a bunch, or are you just going to play a bunch?
I'm just going to watch them on YouTube.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I don't want any part of it, but I want to see other people take part in it. I just want all those videotapes. Are they going to have the VHSs? Are they going to keep that aesthetic?
I think they said it's like all back, but I don't know if they would update the VHS to be like a DVD or something, you know?
It's a Blu-ray.
Like, I don't know. I would keep the VHS. That just feels like it belongs, you know?
Feels right.
But yeah, you're still supposed to collect all the letters for Skate and all the same stuff. But they are supposed to put in new challenges as well, so it's not just the same thing.
I want to see, like, new achievements, new levels. I want to see new characters, new board designs. Design your own board? Do you think that would be a thing?
Did you know this?
What?
Almost all the skaters in this game came back for new motion capture sessions.
What? Oh my god.
Like they legit are rebuilding this game.
This is so exciting. I'm full of childhood vigor right now.
I don't know how much you care, but there is a special edition of this game where you get a Tony Hawk skate deck.
Oh my god!
That you
like
can
an actual
hang
skateboard?
up on the wall and shit. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It looks pretty cool.
All right. Did you hear also what's happening? It actually came out today. So the Epic Game Store, you know how they always do like a free game or whatever for the week?
Yeah.
This week.
Which, God, I never fucking check. Shit.
Really? Man, I have a little pop-up that like every time I start my computer, it's like, this is free.
I never use my computer anymore because I have to like...
Sad statement.
I have to like change out all the cords because where my work stuff is now, and I just forget it.
You need like a whole new setup. Get you a new deck.
Mm-hmm.
But so the Epic Game Store today at 11 a.m. they made a tweet and they were like, "Hey, Grand Theft Auto 5 is free, not 3. God damn it."
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is free, and immediately the store went down because everyone is like, holy shit, I gotta get it now, I need it, refresh.
Why? Everybody owns it already.
But maybe people don't own it on PC where it's the best and you can get like all the mods that work right, you know?
I guess.
But here's the thing, it's free until May 21st, so you've got some time.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I'll get it. I'll never play it there.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
those games take too long, and I play them like once a piece.
I have played Grand Theft Auto exactly once in my life, and not like I played one game. I've played it one time.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, that's enough. So I don't know. It was never my thing. I really love LA Noire because that, you know, the collectible cars and also mystery. But Grand Theft Auto, which seems largely the same, is not my thing.
I fucking love Grand Theft Auto. I buy them all day one. I play them, but then I'm done when I'm done. Oh, I love Grand Theft Auto. I think it's so much fun.
I did not know this about you.
I have like the collectible steelbook one for Grand Theft Auto 5. I was so stoked when that one came out. Plus, Part 5 was so cool because you have 3 characters that you play.
Yeah.
And at any given moment, you can switch to that person and you just start taking over their life wherever they happen to be. Because, like, they're living on their own while you're not playing as them.
Well, that's weird.
And then you just, like, can swap to them. And then now you're like, oh, he was in the middle of doing this? That's fucking weird.
He was taking a dump? Terrible.
Actually, I swapped into one of the guys and he was having sex at the time.
What?
So I had to make him stop and then get dressed. And then go play the mission that I was trying to play.
Oh my god. All right. That's really disturbing to me that your character's just out there, like, getting it on the DL.
Yeah. He's just doing stuff.
Oh my god, weird.
How much do you not know about me? You didn't know about my controllers? You know that I like Grand Theft Auto?
I know, I don't know anything about you.
Oh man, the first time that I played... I mean, my favorite one is still Grand Theft Auto 3. The first one that I played. It's a fucking masterpiece. It's so good.
Okay.
Vice City's great. San Andreas was awesome. And then 4 took me a solid month of like 12 hours a day playing that game. I could not stop playing it. It was so good.
That's a lot of time.
5 took me about a month as well. And I played that one a lot too. But I pretty much just crank out the story mode. I don't really run around and do extra stuff.
You don't do, like, sandbox stuff? I don't know. That's the appeal of sandbox games for me. You just, like, there's things you can do everywhere. That's why I can't play Skyrim, because I would just collect garlic. I don't know.
I gotta, like, go to the next mission, get the story done, because I want to know what this game's about.
Yeah.
Like, if I wanted to do just a sandbox where it didn't matter, I'd probably get Just Cause, because all you do is run around and blow shit up, and that like, is the game.
Is that the Lightning Hands guy?
No, that's Infamous.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know what
Just Cause is... it's something weird.
Okay.
But, I don't know, I just like the stories in them, and I really like the story for Part 5. It got, like, really, really good.
Well, it's free on PC. You can go get it right now. Probably, if the Epic Games Store is back up.
I will get it. I'm not going to play it again. That game is long.
The beautiful thing about the Epic Games Store is that, like, you just claim the games and they just sit in your library forever collecting dust. Like my Steam library. It's so full of games that I will never ever play, but I have them, and you cannot take them from me.
Until they shut down the server.
Don't say that.
And then you're like, oh, man.
Whoa.
Well, speaking of cool things like that, this one's not free, but I bought something.
What'd you buy?
Alright, so this is one of the few things I bought online, but this was like a specialty thing. It's not just like an everyday normal thing.
A specialty.
Right?
Okay. A delicacy.
So, I've been looking at these for probably a year,
That's
think.
A long decision time for a purchase.
And it's been a while. So, they're for the Switch. Okay? When I play my Switch, my hands hurt. Because I got big hands.
The Joy-Cons, they fucking suck.
Yeah, they're so tiny, and you have to like cramp up your hands to like get the thumbsticks right, you know?
I know, the thumbsticks are placed stupid. Like the right one is low and you get a cramp in your thumb and it starts twitching. Yeah.
So I had looked up the best grips for it, and I found this company that people were like, yeah, they're pretty good. And when I looked them up, they were in the process of developing a new prototype, like a Part 2 version, right?
Okay.
So I waited for that one, and it came out, and it's like the fucking bomb. It's like the coolest thing ever. So it's a company called Satisfy.
Satisfy.
Right? So if you go look, they have all these cool things. They have these grips. So what the grip does is you slide your Switch in, and now there's these like rubber tips inside the case.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, they keep your Switch from actually touching the grip that it's in. So it's like kind of floating in the grip.
Okay.
But then you can like turn it upside down and shake it and it doesn't come out. Like, it is a solid fit. But that was a problem with their version 1. People were saying they'd slide it in and it was like scuffing up the sides of their Joy-Cons and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So they made this like zero touching grip.
No touchy.
The left side of the grip is kind of normal, but the right side angles out more because, like you said, that stick is lower, so they actually twist your hand more so that it's a more comfortable fit.
It's ergonomic.
And this company just seems so neat. I actually watched a YouTube video on the guy that created the company. He had worked at a place for 11 years and gotten fired.
Sad.
And was like, you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do. And he started this company, made the first prototype, got $80,000 in debt to get this going.
Holy shit.
And now it has paid off, and they've done version 2, and he's been to E3, and like really made this thing something. And it's like his life now, you know?
Rags to riches. I love that.
So I thought that was super cool, and I talked about getting them for so long. So me and Taylor both decided to just finally pull the trigger and get them.
Nice.
When I was first going to get one, when my Rona money came in, because I was going to get one, the shipping was twice as much as the actual grip itself.
Whoa.
So I was like, you know what? We don't need these. And now all of a sudden, shipping was like $5. And I was like, that's reasonable.
That's super reasonable.
Let's do this. So when I get it in, I will let you know how it works. But I play handheld a lot, so I really need something like this.
I always be docking. I love the Pro Controller. It's my favorite controller perhaps ever. It's so heavy and so nice.
I have to wait for Metroid Prime 4 to come out.
Yeah.
Because if they make a Metroid Pro controller, I'm going to get one.
Have they made like special Pro controllers?
They've made one, and it was for Splatoon, and Taylor has that one. But yeah, they have just like the standard black one, and then there's a Splatoon one, and I like it. I think it feels great.
Oh, it's cute.
But I was always like, why would I buy one if I'm going to get another one later that I really want? So I've been holding out for this fucking Metroid one that's probably not even going to happen.
Yeah, probably
for like
not.
2 years because the Switch is like 2 years old now.
Yeah. Man, I'm so glad that we got a Switch when we did, because, I mean, even when they first came out, they were impossible to find, but now they are extinct. They're gone. So,
did you see this Splatoon one?
Yeah, I did. I like it. It's my favorite colors.
Oh, man, it's so cool. It has just designs all over it. It's so neat.
Oh, yeah, it's got those little splats everywhere. That's cute.
Yeah.
I love the Pro Controller. I think you would love it. Have you ever held one?
Yeah, because I've used Taylor's plenty.
They're so comfy. Like, I just passionate, not sponsored here, but it's oh my god, like it feels right in the hands, and it feels good. It's nice to hold. It's heavy, has heft. It's wireless. Fucking love a wireless.
Just wish I could have one.
The battery lasts so long. You could get a custom one, I'm sure. Like they do custom stuff for all these. There's so many people that
I just want an official Metroid Pro Controller. That's what I want.
There's a lot of people that like pry apart all their controllers and switches and stuff and just paint them, and I'm like, I could probably do that if I wanted to, but it seems like a lot of effort. So I haven't.
Do you know what I really need?
What do you really need?
You know what I really need. What kind of Pro Controller do I really need?
Not a Metroid one?
No.
Paper
Mario? Color would I want?
You'd want the gold one.
I would want a gold one.
Of course you would.
Of course I would. It'd be the best. Oh, and because you said it, did you know that a new Paper Mario game was announced today?
I did. That's why I said it, because it has
it looks so good.
I'm excited about it. I played the first Paper Mario. I never beat it because it was tough, but
I have never played one.
That they're really fun. Like it makes you think in different ways because you have to like swap it around. You know, have you like seen Paper Mario played?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you know like the camera shifts and stuff, and you can like go into different modes.
Yeah,
2D and 3D and stuff.
I've just never owned a copy of one of the games to play it.
I think it was on the Wii, right?
So the first one was on 64.
Wow, that old.
And I remember renting it at Blockbuster once.
Uh-huh.
And then I just never owned it, so that was it there. And then just never really went back to it.
Okay.
Oh, because there was a GameCube one that I actually wanted to play a lot. It's called The 1,000-Year Door, I think.
That's the one that I played.
And it's supposedly the best one that there is.
Okay.
And I've always wanted to play it. But I've never seen it to, like, own it, so I just never got it.
Yeah, it's really fun. I think that you would like it. It's up your alley.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to play the new one, because it just looks awesome.
Faux show.
And Nintendo just be, like, hitting at these... Like, every game they put out lately is just fucking good.
I know. It's just good. This is the first episode in maybe, like, 10 episodes where we haven't even spoken the secret words, Animal Crossing.
I know. You know why?
Because you're done with it?
I have not played it in probably a week.
Oh, I'm still playing it obsessively. I have my island so terraformed right now. I have to figure out where to put the museum.
Oh, man. It was when I started playing Doom and stuff again.
Uh-huh.
I was like, you know what? There's better games out there.
Okay.
And, well, I really just haven't had time to get back to it. And I'm like, you know, you got to do all the chores, and I just don't really want to do that. I want to do something else. So I just haven't gotten back to it.
That's acceptable. You'll go back in your time.
So I have one more thing for you.
What have you got?
I would like to see your reaction. So, you know, we've got all the next-gen consoles coming out and stuff, right?
Yes.
The first, like, PlayStation 5 demo came out.
Ooh.
Yesterday, I think.
Nice.
So they partnered with Unreal Engine.
Okay.
And Unreal Engine is what, you know, like, tons of people make their games on and stuff, right?
Everything's made on Unreal.
They have announced Unreal Engine 5 to basically come out with the PlayStation 5, right?
Nice.
Have you seen any of that demo?
I have not.
I want you to turn it on and just check out this, like, opening scene.
Okay. Playing it now. Ooh. Let me full screen this.
So, there's the girl, and then just check out these rocks and stuff.
We're going to look at this in 2160p 4K. Holy, what? Whoa, I feel like I'm in a real cave.
So we won't go through the whole thing because, I mean, the demo is a lot of like them talking and saying like, here's what this new engine does and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
But
this looks real as shit, dude.
If you guys want to know that kind of stuff, just go watch the video yourself. I won't go through everything it does, but I've watched it and listened to it obsessively, seeing all the different things that they do, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna link this shit in the show notes. Like, you can see, like, sand, like every grain of sand on the ground.
So that's because they don't use textures anymore. Every single pixel on the screen is its own, like, rendered thing. So you see, like, everything.
What?
So, and the textures that are on the ground are, like, movie grade. Like, they normally would use that for, like, cutscenes, but they figured out a way to render them in real time from the movie versions.
That's ridiculous.
Now, I want you to just check out this, especially since you're in headphones. Skip ahead to 1:45.
Okay.
Part of the Unreal Engine, as well as they've figured out a thing for sound, and they can like more accurately represent like reverberations in an enclosed space, like a cave, which she's in. So if you listen to it, like, it sounds like you're in a fucking cave, dude.
Oh my god, it does. That's so cool.
Like, this demo isn't really a lot of like, that game looks fun, right? But it tells you all kinds of stuff that can come out of the next generation of games. And all I could picture when I watched this was like, what is God of War going to look like?
Oh my god.
It's going to look so good.
You can see all of Kratos' little beard hairs.
Oh my god. And no more of the stupid like, okay, let's crouch under this archway and take like 10 minutes to walk through it while we load the next area. You know?
She did just walk through a little crack in the wall, though. That took quite a bit.
She did, I know. But I think that was to show you these textures on the wall, because at the end of the demo, so skip to 6.5 minutes.
Okay.
6.5 minutes.
Ooh, that gives me
this
vertigo.
Is
holy shit.
A giant space.
God.
Look at how fast she rolls through this entire area.
Is this not a cutscene?
No, this is what it would be like in that game.
Oh my god.
And all that detail is still there no matter how far out you go and all that stuff.
Jaw is literally agape. This is wild.
And then lands at the little portal. Very cool.
I love this. Okay.
There's a lot to dissect in there.
Yeah.
But if you guys would like to check out what games will look like, hopefully at some point in the future, because with this engine coming out like this year, all the newest games won't be on it. They'll probably come out in like 2021 or 2022.
Right.
You know? So this is what games could look like in maybe 2 years, but we could still have that, and that would be amazing.
Yes, it would.
That was the last bit of Summer Games news that I had seen.
I have some unnews, some very old gaming thing to talk about.
Okay.
So this week, for some reason, Richard got a craving for The Sims 1.
Okay.
Which I don't think he ever fully played. He got into Sims like around Sims 2, Sims 3 in that era. And so
Is he about it?
Well, here's the thing. So he installed Windows 98 on his PC somehow. I'm like, what are you doing? I come in there and everything is pixels. I'm like, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
And he's like, downloading The Sim 1. He's like, I'm downloading this. It's going to be fun. We can play together. And so he gets it all downloaded and installed, and it takes a minute because it's Windows 98. So
yeah.
He gets it all loaded up, and the graphics are just, Windows 98 graphics. And he's like, these are horrible. I'm like, yeah, it's Windows 98. This is what it was. And so he goes and he downloads some stuff to make the graphics like real intense and like look pretty good. And there were some crispy polygons, I gotta say. But so he actually starts playing the game, and I forgot how hard The Sims 1 is. Like, in comparison to The Sims 4, there's so many more things that you have to keep track of in The Sims 1, and there's so many random events that can come up, and in the starter house that they just like automatically put you in for the tutorial, there's this painting on the wall of a clown. And, and if your sim gets too sad, a clown comes out of the painting to live with you, and he makes you so sad and so depressed, and you can't sleep because the clown's in the house.
The fuck is this game?
Yeah, I know, it's the weirdest shit. So
no wonder I didn't like it back then.
Yeah, The Sims 1 is an entirely different game than The Sims 4. I would say The Sims 4 is closer to a living simulation than The Sims 1.
Okay.
Because The Sims 1 was just like, here's all this crazy shit, make it work.
Yeah.
And so he played for like an hour, and the clown came out of the painting, and he's like, you know what? I'm done. So he's been playing Sims 4 all day.
Good. But, oh my god, that's funny.
I love it. Sims 1 is ridiculous. You ready to stuff this clown back in the painting?
Please. Can't sleep. Clown will eat me.
God. Okay, hold on. Before we go, I evicted one of my villagers. Not evicted. I guess I evicted her. Okay, so
you did.
There was a cute new bunny at the campsite, and I was like, I want you to live here. But he was like, well, somebody has to move. And then I was like, okay, well, I guess that's going to happen. And then he said, I'll move in if I can tell Willow to move out. And Willow is like my little sheep lady. And I was like, that's fine, because I don't super care about the sheep lady. But so he goes and he talks to Willow, and then he comes back and he talks to me, and he's like, okay, Willow said she was thinking about moving out anyway because of all the night clowns. Because of the what? Sorry, the night clowns?
Oh my god.
What does that mean?
The only thing I've ever seen are them going like, oh yeah, I live here with my bug friends.
Oh man, my Punchy, he has bug friends.
Everybody's got bug friends that like whisper secrets to them in the night, but I guess maybe they're secretly these night clowns.
I don't know where the night clowns are now. I'm afraid to play my Switch at night.
Oh
so
my god.
Watch out for the night clowns.
Well, okay, fine. I got one more thing for you.
Okay.
I was actually combing through one of my websites today, and I found it very coincidental, I guess. Mm-hmm. I don't know how what word I'd like to use, but we're doing the 30-day movie challenge thing, right?
Yes.
Today was our guilty pleasure, so that can tell you guys the day that we're recording this, right? I go to one of my websites, and it's like, here's James Cameron's guilty pleasure movie.
Oh, weird.
And I was like, why? Why is this article coming out today? You know?
Yeah.
But so James Cameron, the guy that made Titanic, Aliens, Terminator, Avatar, all that shit, right?
Uh-huh.
His guilty pleasure movie, Ferdinand's gonna love this. It's the first Resident Evil movie.
What?
He thinks it is so beautifully made. He thinks it's just phenomenal.
Weird. Okay.
I was like, okay, cool.
Man, this movie countdown, you guys are having so much fun with it. Maybe more fun than we're having with it. I'm going to tell you guys you need to calm down just a little bit, because we're getting a fraction of hate mail.
Oh my god.
Not hate mail for us per se, but just like people that are fired up about other people's choices, because when people respond, I'll put it in the story, and it doesn't tell you. I'm not putting in there like, it doesn't say wrote this in.
Yeah.
So we're getting some messages like, who put this in here? I want to know. I'm not telling you. Sorry.
I can't say that I'm not also partaking in this. Because there was somebody that put an answer, and I texted them directly, not even on Instagram. Like, I just have their number, and I was like, who gives you the right?
Oh my god.
And I yelled at somebody, so I believe this. And I'm surprised, honestly, that a lot of people aren't getting mad at my answers, to be honest.
I mean, I'm getting mad at some of your answers, but it is what it is. I know that.
I'm having fun with this thing, too. And I was wondering if we could find another one to do after this one.
I would love to, because this has really kept me, like, I don't know, it gives me something to do.
Yeah. I would like to find a game one, since we both play a lot of games, and just see what can come out of that. We'll have to see if there's something like that out there.
I think this episode airs on like day 29 of our movie countdown, so if you guys see any other countdowns that you want us to do, maybe like a shorter one, because this 30-day one, it's pretty long. It's been fun, but it's long.
Yeah.
But just whatever you guys find. If you want us to answer some stuff, shovel it over to us.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited.
All right. Let's go ahead and jot this one down for the list.
All right.
Come on, guys. please tell your friends about us. Help us grow this audience. We've gotten so many new followers from the movie challenge thing. Thank you guys for all of your support. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite platform so you never miss any of our episodes. We release weekly every Monday. Never missed one yet. Don't really plan on it. And if you like what we do here, or if you like the stuff that we also do on our social media, go give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. That would be so helpful. That's the metric to be measured against. So please, if you have a second, just go give a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
While you're out there giving us 5 stars, you can find us and friend us on social media. Hit that heart button on every single post, like a big old stalker. We are at YMBTOAP on Twitter and Instagram. Be sure to like and follow our Facebook page and subscribe to our channels on YouTube and Twitch. We have nothing super new on Twitch right now, but we figured out dual video streaming, so perhaps we can do that in the near future. You can also email us at yemtope@gmail.com. We want your listener mail. What do you guys want us to talk about?
It's kind of been a while since we've had some listener mail.
It really has. I'm getting sad. I'm getting lonely.
We really need some.
We need some good topics. What do you guys want us to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Do you have a controversial opinion that you just need to get out? Like, just tell me. I won't say your name on the podcast. I promise. If you tell me, don't say my fucking name, I won't do it.
Do you know somebody who's going to earn $1 trillion and you want to let us know how much we should hate them?
What would you do with $1 trillion? What would you do if you were a crazy trillionaire or a billionaire with your money? What's your billionaire alignment chart?
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. Go give him some of those hearts and likes. And as always, thanks for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Will we ever even see a fraction of that $1 trillion?
No. Won't.
We had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
God, I'm so glad we didn't record on Tuesday because my voice, I was full bog witch. I was like, do you want to buy some mushrooms? I will sell you my mushrooms for $3 a piece.